Hi, I'm Chef Hosea Rosenberg from Black Belly Catering in Boulder, Colorado, winner of Top Chef Season 5. Today we're going to be making pupusas. So I'm going to be using the Tillamook 4-cheese Mexican blend and a few other ingredients. This is a really, really simple recipe. These are good for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and I make them all the time. So first thing you got to find is masa, which is a dried cornmeal. So we're going to measure out exactly 2 cups. That looks like 2 cups to me. This is one of those recipes. I do have the recipe. It's 2 cups and roughly 1 cup of hot water. But this is one of those things that it really helps to have made a few times. And this is something that we're going to use our hands to do the measuring. So warm water and a pinch of salt. And all you do is you knead this together. And what you're looking for is, if you ever played with Play-Doh when you were a little kid, that's what you're looking for. You want a nice mixture that's not too dry and not too wet. So you see how this is a little bit crumbly? We're going to add a little bit more warm water until it's just right. So start with a 2-to-1 ratio and then add a little bit of water as you go. The humidity in the air will actually affect how this turns out. So what you're looking for is a nice, solid dough that isn't sticky. It doesn't stick to your hands, but it's not crumbling or cracking either. You see how that is all coming together and it's nice and soft? I'm just going to pack it into a nice ball, cover it with plastic wrap, and let it rest 30 minutes. So I let this rest for about 30 minutes, and then we've got a nice, pliable, soft dough. I pulled off, I don't know, this is maybe a little bit bigger than a golf ball. And the great thing about these is you can make any size you want. So kind of work the dough a little bit, get it nice and smooth. So this is a cast iron pan. You can use stainless or aluminum. I prefer cast iron because it just holds a steady heat. And you want just a tiny bit of oil on the bottom of the pan just so it doesn't stick, but we're definitely not trying to fry anything here. So now we're going to use the Tillamook product and make a filling. So this is the 4-cheese Mexican blend, some diced jalapeno, and fresh cilantro. Now you can add any other ingredients you want to this mixture. This cheese blend works really well. So what I'm doing here is I'm forming a little cup out of the masa dough. So use your thumb and make an indentation. And then we're going to take this cheese and jalapeno and cilantro mixture and sort of pack that in there. And use your thumb and your forefingers and sort of start crimping the edges so you get a nice little lip. Then we're going to just seal it up. And don't worry if a couple little pieces poke out. No big deal. But what you want to do is sort of enclose it, and then we're going to work it in our hand and sort of make almost a thick tortilla, like a frisbee. Now you want it sort of thin because you want that masa to cook through, but if you make it too thin, the cheese is going to come out. So I'm going for about 1/4 inch in thickness here. We got this nice little patty. You don't even know there's anything inside there. And then we're just going to put it in our hot pan. You can hear it sizzling? That means it's happy. So we're going to let this cook for about 4 or 5 minutes per side. And you don't want to flip it too many times. You want to do is let it roast on one side until it gets nice and golden brown. A couple little blister marks are fine. Watch the heat. You want sort of a medium-low heat. Just slow cook it. And don't mess with it too much. Just let it do its thing. And we're going to let it cook until it's nice and brown on one side, then flip it and finish it on the other side. So the pupusa originated in El Salvador. It's a very common street food, but people make these in their houses all the time. If you go to El Salvador and visit Maria, she'll make you this first thing when you get there. All right, now we're going to flip it. Do the same thing on the other side. And this starts to smell so good. You get that roasted corn aroma, that masa starting to cook. So now I've gone ahead and made a few of these, and they're looking great. So you got that nice golden brown color. These can be served as is, but if you cut inside, you'll see what makes these things so great. They got all this delicious gooey cheese. You see that steaming? This is a delicious treat right here. Or if you like, you can serve them with a little bit of salsa or sour cream. It's very common to do a little tomato salsa and some shredded cabbage. And for breakfast, throw a fried egg on there. You'll thank me later. So this was the El Salvadorian pupusa, made with masa dough, stuffed with the Tillamook 4-cheese Mexican blend, a little bit of jalapeno and cilantro, but feel free to add any other toppings or stuffings you like.